You make your way back,
Gremilda.
and you see Jacob and Wyatt are both sitting outside. Jacob is currently working with Buttercup. He managed to wrench them away from Sasana, and is currently trying to walk her around. He's checking her out, making sure that everything's fine. She did take a trail through the mud and swamps the other day. Sasana's eyes still wide, ears still back, is still staring her down for no particular reason. And Wyatt is currently helping cut down some various long rods for Zoom and Adriel as they are making more arrows.
Oh, that's good. Alright.
And you all return, and you do hear a...
Oh no.
Oh god.
We come back.
Shin's about to call lightning on our asses. I can feel it. It's
No.
gonna just be like my dreams.
As soon as she sees you guys, she goes to the edge and she sees you, and she just smiles, just this big smile. I'm glad you're back. Gives you a wave.
She sees I'm like slightly panicking a little bit because I was scared for like a split second. Because she did, you said she looked a little bit like Bae that first time she called lightning, and so I'm just like.
Can I do an insight check on Jin to be like, was she worried about Spice?
Aww.
Insight
Yeah,
check.
you can do an insight check.
Yeah, that's good. That's
19, I think. Oh,
19?
18.
18, sorry.
Oh, 18.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of get the sense that she was probably worried. She saw the note, so she obviously wasn't panicking, but you do see that little bit of relief, but also a tinge of pride and excitement as she sees you guys walking up. And you do hear from behind you as Spice goes over, and they begin talking kind of quietly in Sylvan. Which actually, with your lip reading, you would pick it up. And it's like,
can't you speak Sylvan?
Yeah.
She can. Oh yeah.
Yeah. As Jin just kind of gives her this look, and it's like, well, how was it? And she's like, it was okay. They were really nice, and I got the things that I was looking for. So, yeah. I mean, you can see she's kind of playing with it again, the edges of her shirt, and Jen comes over and kind of ruffles her hair on either side. It messes up her braids, kind of pulls it a little bit looser, just at her sides. But she's like, "See, they're all right." And she touches the bottom of her chin, kind of presses her forehead. It's like, "I'm probably going to let you play with those things earlier and later, and who knows? If what you're telling me is right, maybe we'll get some clues." And kind of gives her another little bump on the forehead, and she's like, "Tell Ella's inside." And he's rather irked. "You should need to get back to your lesson. You were gone far longer than we anticipated."
Oof.
She kind of looks a little bit panicked. She says, "Oh no," and flies inside quickly.
So obviously, Katie and Arthur are not bothered.
She goes back to you guys and she goes, "Thank you," and goes inside.
So obviously, Katie and Arthur are not bothered by 3 sprites that we didn't even tell them about.
Doesn't seem like they noticed.
Oh, okay, interesting.
They're not downstairs. They're keeping upstairs.
Okay.
Okay. That's good. Alright, I'm gonna go start my ritual. I think it takes an hour.
For identical?
I'm gonna give 100 of that gold to Zoom that I got for the crocodile stuff.
I didn't write it down.
As he's currently working on it, it takes 10 minutes.
10 minutes, okay.
He's currently working with Firefoot, making sure that his mouth is okay, making sure his hooves are okay. And as he sees you come up, you can see his cheeks get a little bit pink as he turns away slightly.
I'm gonna walk over and I'll be like, I'll link with him, and I'll be like, how's his mouth doing?
The instinctual shudder as you mentally and telepathically link to your half-orc friend. He looks over and he says, "He's doing a lot better. He's definitely is grateful for whatever you did to his mouth over here." And he kind of lifts the side of his cheek, and you can see that his tooth looks a lot better. Like, you should be able to go faster soon.
I like reach into my pocket and I sneak out a sugar cube, hoping Warrior doesn't see me, and I give it to Firefoot. Oh, he's not very stealthy.
He's not very stealthy, and the sound of the crunching sugar cube gets the attention of all of the horses. They all eyes all on you.
I'll give one to all the horses. It's not a big deal. I was hoping to just give one, but
You hand them all out. You sit Sakura's on the board, and she latches onto it.
Takes a chunk of the board with it.
God.
Chunks the board with it, and she.
Hang on. Well, before I start my
Bloody
ritual,
hell.
I'm gonna go to Sasana. I mean, like, Sasana, I'm sorry that we haven't been able to run lately. Sometime soon, we are going to spend a whole day running. A whole day.
Oh, God.
I can't do it. I can't do it today, and I can't tell you exactly when, but we will get to run as much and as far as you want very soon. Just try to get along with Buttercup.
You hear them wah wah wah. They make eye contact.
All the other horses are like,
Whenever you see Talavin reach the sugar cube up and she takes it, walks back to you.
Be good. I have to go do some things now.
Run. It's so tiny here.
I'm sorry.
Shoving the other horse is insane.
I'm gonna go. Come on, she's a little bit better. She's better.
You were literally bribing your horse to behave.
What do you think, like, any kind of conditioning is? How do you think parents raise children?
Spankings. You're gonna have to delete that scene, or we're gonna get banned off YouTube.
We'll just bleep
Beat
it
that
out.
ass.
No, we'll just bleep it out.
Beep. You still get banned off YouTube for children abuse. None of us have children. This is not an advertisement.
Disclaimer, none of us actually have children, so we are not 100% sure on what parenting techniques work best for us.
Thanks.
Disclaimer, end. End scene.
Alrighty, I'm gonna do the ritual. Should I do it inside or outside?
It's a nice sunny day.
Yeah, I want to do it outside. Oh, even though a troll may come and mess it up, I want to do it outside. I'm gonna draw on the stand and do that. Okay.
You begin taking the right time, setting the right components in the correct places, carefully setting this thing on the inside as you begin drawing the symbols. In the meantime, you are having a conversation with Zoom.
Yes. I guess I was checking on his mouth a little bit, and then I like pull out the gold from the crocodile and be like, I got rid of the last of the crocodile hide and scales, and it wasn't as much as we got rid the first time, but I was trying to kind of get rid of it. Sorry if you wanted any of it. As I like hand over the bag of gold. It's got 100 pieces in it.
Looks, I can't take it. I mean, you all were the ones that dealt the final blow on that one.
Well, I mean, I think we all equally killed it, and we all should share it equally. That's what teamwork is.
You see his ears red, just around the pointy tips. Nods and he accepts the gold and when he puts it in one of his side pouches.
Oh man, this is awkward.
I think you just work in silence the rest of the time.
I don't know what to say to him. Oh, I thought he was still making arrows, but if you
No,
want
Wyatt is making
arrows with Adriel.
Yeah.
I was okay. As I'll like turn and, or well, I guess before I turn away, I'll be like, I have a bunch of crocodile teeth. If you want, I can help you make arrows out of that if you can.
It looks like it might actually be a good idea if we hollow them out. It might be good to hold a poison or something.
Yeah. Well,
Smart.
whenever you're done, let me know and I can help.
I'm done.
Oh, okay.
Firefoot died back inside.
Okay. I was gonna brush my horse, but he can
Right
wait.
after you.
Okay.
Yeah, almost right after you.
Okay. That's fine.
He wasn't done.
He wasn't done, but it's fine. It's okay.
He's done now.
Okay, he is now. Okay.
He's done. He's definitely done now.
Right now. Okay. Right now.
Right here, right now.
I'm kind of like,
you,
oh.
Adriel and Wyatt and Zoom are all over working on different arrows.
Okay, so I have 15 from the one crocodile, but I have more from the other one. Hold, I think. Okay, well, maybe it's even. Oh, these bloody notes. Okay.
Well, they actually are bloody because it's mostly battles. Bloody notes.
Let's see. I kept. Oh, okay. So I have. Technically, I have 40. I have 45 teeth from the first and second crocodile, and then I have 3 extra sharp teeth that I found off of Old Yonder Dude from the Sprite Village.
Old Yonder Dude.
It was the dude that got hit in the back with the crossbow. He had 3 extra sharp crocodile teeth on him.
We called him Old Yonder.
Old Yonder Dude.
Old Yonder Dude.
Old Yonder.
Old Yonder.
I said 45 regular croc teeth and 3 extra sharp.
That's a right good croc.
Extra sharp croc teeth. Make arrow. Okay, so do we make arrows with them, I guess?
You do.
Okay.
For the majority of the time, you spend hollowing out different elements of the teeth. Some of them are a little bit too curved, and so you can't use maybe 4 or 5 of them. Other ones are perfectly pointed and are actually able to be hollowed out to the point where you can actually they poke holes in either side and are able to dip the tip into something, and it kind of sprays out on both sides. So as you dip it, there's a chance for it to deal additional damage.
Okay, so I will mark out. I'm actually going to keep those 3 extra sharp crocodile teeth. So I'll say that I now have 5 regular crocodile teeth and the 3 sharp ones.
Sounds good. Sounds good, sounds good.
Because you said a couple of them are not usable.
Yeah, probably about 5 or so are just a little bit too curved or cracked.
That's fine.
So that's how you spend your time. That actually takes a couple of hours. In the meantime, your identify spell.
Oh, yes.
As you take your 10 minutes and cast your ritual, you identify. It is a magical item, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
It does not require attunement and does not have any charges, and actually holds 2 spells.
Alright.
The gold possesses a what essentially breaks down to a messaging spell, a sending spell, and the gem on the inside is another spell called Find the Path.
It said find the path?
And I would understand what Find the Path is.
maybe. You can make a nature check or an arcana check. See if you remember it.
Okay. 12.
That is a 6th level divination spell.
You remember this thing being cast a few times before whenever you were in the Feywild? As well as the hunting parties that went out in your in Merryweather Timber Grove. This essentially is a way to find the most direct path to a specific location, whatever you have in mind.
Okay. So, the person, like the gem, would essentially show me how to get to Gremilda. It wouldn't, like, give away my location. It would be like a... Maybe? Or I'm just gonna have to touch it and try.
It seems to be set up that way.
You said
You're
that...
not sure what her capability.
Well, she knows where I am anyway, so... Because she dropped off the amulet, so it doesn't really matter.
You said it has 2 different spells?
Mhm.
What was the other one?
A messaging spell. So the gold has the messaging spell to, like, talk back and forth. And then the red gem's find the path. So it's like messaging on your GPS.
But you said it doesn't have any uses left?
It's not that it has a charge per se, because some elements have charges, and you expend certain amount of charges in order to get a certain effect.
Like wand.
This just seems to be a thing that happens.
Yes. Okay. So basically, she's like, "Call me, visit me. I'm lonely."
Oh, I thought you said that into the thing. I was like, girl, you said what?
No. That's like what she's saying.
Oh, Lord.
I put it into slang. If Gremilda spoke slang. Sorry.
Bro, I had a whole stroke.
It's like, yo, what up, Gremilda?
Ooh.
What you doing? What's up, fam?
Sucking souls? Oh, it's fine.
Yo,
It's
yeet.
good weather for it.
What's
Radical yeet. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna go relay this information to the party and say...
Do you just leave the ambulance sitting on the ground?
No!
Be
course not.
specific.
Okay, you're right. I take the cloth, and I put the cloth on the room, and I pick it up like this, and I walk like this.
Nice.
Yes.
I don't touch it.
Of course not.
No.
You're lucky, because honestly, I was going to reach out and grab it.
Oh, before I do that, in the middle of the day, if I were to lay out the other sternum shards, I guess you could call them sternum shards, if I were to lay those out, they're still just plain. In, like,
Oh, the prism things?
so they're still just clear and stuff?
Bro, she can look through them.
I still
You
have...
take a moment, look inside, don't see anything.
Okay. I still don't touch them. I put them back in the bag. They all like clank, clank, clank whenever I walk. Clank, clank, clank. They can hear me coming.
Oh, the shards. And you go and relay this information to the rest of the party. Adrielle, almost as she's whittling, almost cuts her hand. She's like, "That sounds dangerous. What? No. What on earth? No, get rid of it. We don't need to be going chasing after whatever this thing is. It basically left... what? Laying a calling card."
Well, I don't see a better way other than...
To kill it, to get
Yeah.
rid of these.
That's the only permanent way to help the town. Her name's Gremilda, by the way. I don't know if I told you.
You told me, but I didn't tell him.
You know her name. You know whatever this thing's name is.
I've heard of her, yes.
Well, that's reassuring. You know anything else about her?
She's very old and very wise and very tricky.
Yeah, she's done this in the past with other towns to try to get back to her original strength, but she has not yet regained her original strength back. At least as far as I can tell.
Well, then that is fine and dandy. What are we supposed to do about that?
Well, I think we should talk to her. She's inviting us in.
Talk to her. She's supposed to be one of the most persuasive tricksters.
Yes, but I
don't think we should talk to her.
I'm resistant against being charmed.
I mean, so am I, but that doesn't mean we should talk to her.
Wait, I wrote that down. Where did I write it down? Resistant to, no, magic super resistant. Saving throw advantage against being charmed. Never mind.
Yeah, we have saving throws again, and then magic can't put us to sleep.
Right. But
I mean, you said that magic's not good to fight her, but
yes, magic is
a lot of us, most everybody here is good with a sword and a bow. Physical damage could potentially beat her.
That is true. This is, if we want to help these people in the long term, we have to destroy her. We have to get rid of the root, and she is the root.
I don't like any of it. This just seems like a lot of extra trouble. It seems dangerous.
It is dangerous. But then again, so is fighting trolls.
I don't much care for that either.
I mean, this is fighting monsters. It is what you came here for.
I came here for the coin, for the pieces and parts we could sell.
Well, you got some troll parts.
And who knows? Powerful hag parts could probably
no one to
sell.
sell them to. They're all too paranoid to come to their door.
I'm just saying, powerful hag parts, you never know what she could have in her hut. All the knick-knacky goodness.
A bunch of magical stuff that'll most likely curse you.
Some of it might not.
You sell it to someone and then they'll be cursed. I didn't say that. Sorry.
Jacob just seems a little bit out of his depth at the moment. He just... I'm not opposed to going after this thing. I mean, obviously, if this is the root cause. The fact that Gremilda knows where we are, or at least how to get a hold of us, and makes me think that we're probably not safe. That even if we decide to run, try and get away, that we've dealt with this one particular part of the problem. Yeah. It makes me think that she'll probably find us. And if what you say is true, if she's not actually at full power, that means whenever she is at full power, if she can do this when she's at not great power, what happens when she actually does have great power?
That is true.
But what does not great power actually mean?
Well, apparently she's very persuasive.
Got his arms kind of tucked underneath. He just kind of echoes with a nod. He's like, we don't actually know what kind of magic this thing possesses. I mean, if we charge in there, I mean, obviously she left this, told her creature to come deliver it to you. Obviously thinks that she has the upper hand. She probably does.
Probably. Anytime you're tracking something, they always have the upper hand, more or less. But there are more of us than there is of her, so that could be seen as an advantage as well.
Maybe we could get some people from the town to come help. They did seem to take down that other troll quite well once they knew what to do.
And you saw how many of them were on the ground.
3.
There were at least 3 that she managed to save from the brink, but there were pieces and parts where the others got torn asunder, torn down.
I didn't see that either. Oh God. There were people that died.
It was further in. As you guys were there collecting the shards, they went a little bit further and saw that they were already kind of gathering some of their fallen comrades.
Ooh.
Could I have saved some of those people?
You can't put pieces and parts back together.
I mean, you can still stabilize people and they can...
Staple eyes? Sorry.
Nice though.
5 points of damage.
Sorry, it just came out. That one actually was really bad. Okay, I admit. Backtrack.
Here's the other thing. If whatever this is, if it actually is really old and stuff, is there a chance it's going to come back? It's going to have some kind of vendetta against us. If we go off traipsing out in the swamps trying to find this thing.
I mean, technically, from what I've gathered, it rises to a certain amount of power, and then somebody or people basically take away its power, but they let it live. From what we've learned. I mean, if we can kill it, it might not. And for
I don't know if that sounds right, though. I mean, why wouldn't they kill it? Maybe this thing has a way of being able to come back. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm. Well, apparently...
And Jacob kind of nods and points at Adriel. It's like, she does have a point. I mean, it doesn't make sense to just strip something of its power if it's able to consistently get it back. It seems like whatever's going on, it's managing to come back from the dead. Just a thought.
Well, it does say, she does have the ability to disguise herself and to completely vanish.
Well, that's
So
brilliant.
to appear as other people.
So they might not be able to kill her because she's able to get away before they can.
Let's see. She thrives off pain. She can disguise herself. Magic doesn't always work. She needs final ritual soul and had dealings with the Feywild. The sprites aren't there, are they? No.
No, they're still inside.
Okay. Well, you all can think about it. My vote is that we should go in probably with a plan, but I think we need to get rid of the heart of this issue. Because that still leaves these people, most of them can't leave. This town is completely isolated and she's the one who's done it. All the good that we could do.
Not wrong about that. It's Jacob. Wyatt kind of pipes up. He's like, is there a way we can get it, her, whatever it is, to come to us? Get it away from wherever it is and lure it here? You think it could be tricked? I mean, you said it was persuasive. Is there a chance that maybe there's some kind of meeting point? If it gave that thing to you, it probably wants to have a conversation. Maybe it just wants something. Is there a way we can just give it what it wants? I hate to say it like that, but maybe it's after something specific, and it's been taking these people trying to figure out what it is. I'm trying to find the right person and not been able to, and so la-di-da.
I believe the thing that it wants is to regain its whole power, so that way it doesn't have to rely on trolls to do its bidding, that she can do it herself. Well, I'm going to try to talk to her.
Adriel's just shaking her head like, sounds like a good idea to me.
I didn't say it was a good idea, it's just the best one that I have.
Still not a really good idea.
What do you suggest?
No offense, sweetie.
Do you suggest we just leave?
There's gotta be some other way. There's gotta be, other than using this device in order to find it.
I mean, if we can trek through the woods and try to find it that way.
Wait a second. What level is locate object? It's a ritual. You can cast it as a ritual. I think it's a level 2. I can't do level 2.
Yeah, it's at level 2.
Rats. No, I can't do level 2. I can only identify things.
You also know that a locate object would have to be within a certain radius of you.
That is true.
So it lasts only for a certain amount of time, and it's within a certain radius of you. I think it's 1,000 feet or something like that.
What about detect magic? If I was to cast that in a vicinity, like if I knew what this magic looked like, if I like cast it and was able to look at this through via detect magic, and then we were to like go traipsing through the woods and try to find the other one, DM, like would that?
Detect magic again is only within a certain amount of radius.
I know. I mean, like I don't go traipsing through the woods the whole time with detect magic on me. I just mean like if we, got into like a general vicinity where we think she might be, and then I could cast it. Because I can't remember how long that lasts. And I can use it as a ritual so I can keep casting it without using spell slots. But then I would only have Cure Wounds as my other spell.
And then it takes time.
And I think it takes like 10 minutes. And it's only within 30 feet of me.
Oof. When was I
Yeah.
Why do we have
It's pretty close. Detect magic is more like, what do I see that's magical and glowing right around me?
Yeah, okay.
It's not like I can extend 3 miles out and see all of the magical things that look particularly.
I thought it was, I didn't think it was, I knew it wasn't like a super far, but I thought maybe it was a little bit further. But that's okay.
It's probably outside of the barrier.
I mean, even if she is invisible, we could find her with our fairy fire.
Fairy fire. Yeah, I only have fairy fire. Well, I could cast it as a level 1 spell, and then I can cast it as a cantrip once per long rest. So
How long does that last? I can't remember.
I don't know.
Oh, good thing I have these handy dandy books.
Handy dandy.
At my beck and call.
Handy dandy beck and call. Okay.
Oh man, it only lasts 1 minute? That's poop.
Well, I mean, that's long enough to see where she is. The battle is...
I know, but what if we're trying to find her invisible hut?
I don't know. Oh, well. Oh, man, I don't want to be the one to talk to her, but I feel like I have to be the one to talk to her.
I'll talk to her.
Do you want to be the one to talk to her?
I'll talk to her. I mean, I'm not her. Who's got the higher charisma?
Oh, I think I do.
Mine's a 16.
Plus 6.
Mine's a plus 5.
Oh.
But I'll talk to her. I have no problem talking to her.
Okay. Alright. I think we should move on with this.
I can do it.
I mean, worst case scenario, we have to kill you. So that's...
Yeah, worst case scenario. Fine with that. That's super dope. Super dope.
Super dope.
Super dope.
It's super dope.
Real quick, I need to have a kid so I can pass Bay on so she doesn't die, because apparently she'd really hate that. FYI. Just kidding. That did not come out loud. That was Sophia, who's also scared of Bay.
Hashtag terrified.
Hashtag very scared.
Nothing says we both couldn't talk to her. We could both try to touch it.
I'm pretty sure Messenger you can only do 1 and 1. So could we both hold a conversation with her?
We could try.
You don't know?
I don't know. Probably not, because she did say it's a message.
Yeah.
Yeah, message spell, so that's... Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's only 1.
Why do we come to Sogsow? We know we see people in trouble and we have to help them.
I know.
But then...
Technically, this only has a range of 120 feet.
Cast it. Hang on, look at the bottom. Or no, it's bestowed inside an object, so...
Yeah. Magical silence, 1 foot. Oh, it can travel freely.
Locate object would be so handy right now. I wish I could do that. That way I could just know where she was. Alright, that's fine. We know we're gonna do it. We know we have
Me and Nora we're gonna talk to her.
Alright.
do. I mean, I guess we could go ask the sprites about if they know if they've ever heard of her first.
Yeah, let's go ask the sprite.
We're gonna go ask Talal and Jen if they've ever heard of her real quick.
Gremilda.
Alright, you all go inside, and you can actually see Jen is once again working on druid crafting, although it looks like she's actually working on what looks like almost a quilt. This kind of woven cotton quilt. Just weaving in and out. She's focused. It's much thicker than the other one that she was wearing the night before, as it was kind of draped over top of her as she was asleep. This one's much thicker.
Alrighty.
And Talal is currently teaching Spice. He's going over the different herbs. He has a few different vials laid out, and she's pointing to different ones, and she's trying to remember what each one does.
Okay.
He sees you all approach and looks up. Oh, hello?
Oh, hello. We had a question.
Remember this one. He points to it. Stands up, kind of brushes himself off.
Mm-hmm. We were wondering, have you ever heard of an old hag named Gremilda?
Gremilda? I can't say that I have. Why? Is that who's been tormenting everyone?
Yes.
No, sorry. And Jen stops what she's doing and thinks for a second. She's like, I think I do remember hearing something along those lines. She was banished, I think. Or at least forbidden to enter the Feywild. But it's been a long time since I've heard anything about her. Last I heard, she was actually felled in battle. Is she risen again?
Well,
apparently. Is she killable?
Yeah. That's not good.
No, it's not. We're gonna talk to her.
So technically, she said, Jen just said that she technically came from the Fae. So would that make her part Fae?
No, she was banished from the Feywild.
No, she would still be considered Fae, wouldn't she?
Well, she was born there.
A creature can go to the Feywild without being Fae, friend.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know.
That doesn't make the Fae.
Yeah. Fair enough. Do you know why she was banished?
She was doing experiments, I think. She and a few others were working on different things, and I don't remember exactly what it was that they were trying to focus on, but her and a few others were experimenting and were banished. This was before my time, mind you. Just something I remember from my history lessons.
Yes.
Probably should have paid more attention, but...
That's alright.
Talal smirks. Just kind of gives her these little side eyes and shakes his head.
A little preoccupied. Okay. Alright, so...
Folds his up.
Well, we were thinking about trying to find a way to, I suppose, get rid of her from this area, so that way we can free these people from her influence and move on further north.
That would be optimal. Talal speaks up again. Is there any way you can protect yourselves from this creature, this entity?
Well, we're naturally resistant. It's harder to charm drows. But let's see, protecting. I don't think so.
Not that I've ever come across.
Dude, we're walking right into a trap.
We're so fucked.
We're gonna die.
That's why we gotta get through this while she's still wearing this necklace, guys.
No, It's not my birthday anymore either.
Oh god.
Is
Madison.
their birthday still on for 30 minutes for me?
Girl, we need to hurry this shit up now. We're done.
Alright, let's just go. Okay, so we need to plan. We're gonna talk to her. Or
Okay,
you're
we're gonna talk.
See, I'm gonna see if I can join the conversation.
Okay,
but-
I'll talk to her. Okay.
So don't be sucked in by her sweet words.
Okay, I won't.
Don't make any deals. Don't agree.
No
with
deals.
anything.
I'm gonna write this down. Hold on. No
Don't
deals.
tell her your name.
Okay, so we need to come up with names real quick because I don't want to get tripped up.
I'll be
I
Stella.
don't. Stella. Okay.
Call me Stella.
I'll
And you'll
be.
be Talavin.
I'll be Molly.
Okay. And together we are Stimuli!
No.
Or Mella!
Okay, so no deals, no names. What else?
We need to try to get her to come to us. So
Alright.
if we set some kind of trap, perhaps. Or, she'll probably see right
Yeah, unless
through
she
it,
can
but-
just apparate right next to us.
Yeah.
So maybe we should do this outside instead of in somebody's house.
Yeah, let's do it outside.
Okay.
Okay.
To us.
Okay.
All right.
Are you nervous?
Yep. I'm super nervous. Super nervous. I am really bad about talking, but we're gonna see how this goes.
We can do it. Okay, hang on. Okay, this may be vain of me. Not vain. Egotistical, I suppose. I want to make an intelligence check to try to see which one of us she might be after. Because they mentioned that she was after that she was banished from the Fae Wild. And so I'm thinking it might be me, because I'm Bridge Baby. I'm the Bridge Baby between this world and
she
the
should definitely not
next
talk
world.
to you.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm thinking, that's my thought process, that she might be after me, but I just want to just see what I can do. And I tell Talavin this. I mean,
Sure. Go ahead and make an
Molly.
intelligence check.
Molly. With guidance.
With guidance. With guidance.
Guidance.
Please. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, shoot.
Oh,
That
that doesn't count. Doesn't count.
Okay,
That's
same thing. Okay, okay. Intelligence 22.
22?
Okay.
22. Yeah, 22.
I was thinking of my intelligence. It's kind of high.
The others didn't mention seeing an entity in the crystals. Only when you two approached did you see something.
She's after us.
Fuck! Well, she can only get one of us. It'll be
It's
me.
gonna be you.
It's gonna be me. I got my healing potion on one hip. I got my decay vial and lightning vials on the other hip.
Okay, so she's after either one of us.
Wielding a long sword.
Ah, okay. I'm going to say that my 2 cleric spells today are Guiding Bolt and Cure Wounds. And if I die, I die. I'm sorry, Bane!
For Bang!
I don't have to touch it, I die.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so watch this.
You
touch
I
it.
go give Warrior a sugar cube real quick. And I just give him like a...
He looks at you kind of pitifully. He kind of leans on all of his other legs, looking a little bit gimpy, but then he flutters his wings in a playful manner and trots, nudges you on your shoulder.
And I just give him like a big scratch.
It's like a goodbye. No. Okay.
And the kiss on the forehead. Okay, I need to get it together.
Are you sure? Do you want me to talk to her?
No, I got it. You're not gonna touch it. I'm gonna touch it first.
Okay. So I'm gonna lay it out on the ground.
You
Wait.
lay it on the ground. Everybody is kind of gathered nearby.
Oh God, no!
I was gonna ask that.
No, don't watch me.
You can see Wyatt is hanging on to a dagger nearby. Jacob, sword in hand.
Mm-hmm.
Both Adriel and Zoom both have arrows knocked.
I feel like I'm just about to get fucked up by my own fucking car.
Once you touch it and nothing happens. Okay, try to lure her close. Try to lure her out any way that you can.
She might be able to hear me, but if you wanted me to say anything, maybe you can say something. But I don't. Maybe not, because I don't know.
Should I try to touch it after she touches it?
I don't think both of us should touch it, because then something else could happen. If she wants both of us, something bad could happen if both of us touch it at the same time. If anything, she should only get one of us.
She may only need one of us.
Whatever you do, don't touch it.
No. But go ahead.
Promise.
No. Touch it.
I will lop both your hands off. Do not make me do this.
I'm so scared right now. Okay.
I reach down and I pick it up. No, God.
With your bare hand, you reach out and you grab the golden frame and clutching it in one of your hands, the chain falling in between your fingers. Feels... It's been sitting out in the sun for a couple minutes as you guys have mentally prepared yourself. And it's cold to the touch.
Oh, man.
Almost has this cold sweat around it. And you feel the energy just vibrating in your palm as you're hanging onto it. Just take that calming breath.
Gremilda, are you there? Or she probably don't like to be called by her name, but it do what it do.
There's a pause. And a beat. I need
My heart
you
is
to...
fucking racing. My heart is literally just fucking like...
My heart is way up.
Ooh, I'm so glad I don't have a Fitbit. That thing would be like going off with an alarm. Be like, what are you doing? Heart attack, heart attack.
Okay. You hear this thin, wispy, curling voice just swirl in your mind like the mist of the fog and the woods and the swamps. This cold just creeps into your mind as you hear, I was wondering if you were going to come and say hello. I was expecting the other one, though. But you'll do nicely.
Only if you can come and get me.
Oh, what's the fun in that? Why don't you invite everyone to come by? Come say hi. I gave you the way to come by. It'll take you right to me.
Why should
I need
we?
you to make a saving throw.
Oh, what?
Wisdom.
Oh, son of a bitch. She's about to trick the shit out of me.
You have good wisdom, though.
Is she trying to charm me?
Wait.
Because I have advantage if she's trying to charm me.
Just make
Can I give her guidance? Can I just keep casting guidance on her?
That's a 19.
Please? Oh.
19. Okay, good to know.
I think we've played with your minions long enough. I think it's time for you to come and play with us.
Oh, it's so far.
It's only fair.
They've all come to you. It's your turn to come to me.
We've found some of them ourselves.
I know you have made things terribly inconvenient for me. But don't worry, I managed to keep some of their bits and pieces, and I've managed to grow a few more.
Well, I'm sure we'll have fun killing them as well.
How many do you think you can handle? Oh, now, let's lay all our cards on the table, dear.
If you really wanted to lay your cards on the table, you'd be here.
But I'm not.
Then obviously you don't want to lay all your cards
Or
on the
am
table.
I?
Oh, fucking shit. This is just Sophia just like fucking coming in every once in a while. I'm sorry, I'm gonna try to control myself.
Here's the deal. I could go ahead and get rid of that pesky little town. It's served a purpose well enough for me. So, the choice is yours now. Either tonight, the entire city gets burned to ash, or you come by for a simple conversation with me.
Question. So obviously, can they hear what she's saying to me?
That's in your head. Oh, I thought it was.
Oh, so okay, because I thought it was so. I thought message was. I thought only I could hear because you said in my head.
Oh yeah, only you can hear. Sorry.
But I have to speak out loud.
Yes.
Okay.
Man, I was about to make a fucking mistake, but
How
I guess I
many
can't.
do you think? Because you've been so brave. I've seen the remains of the ones you and your companions have torn asunder, but how many people died fighting the others you didn't get to? 10? 20? I don't think you know the answer. Come play with me. Or that precious father and daughter are going to be the last ones alive in the town, and I'm going to make sure they suffer before you.
I'll make sure
You
you
want
suffer
that.
for your words. Fuck, I don't know what to do!
Oh, come on now. All you have to do is follow the crystal's path, and you can just... All I want is to have a conversation with you. A simple exchange of words.
With only me.
No, you can bring your friends.
But you don't.
I wouldn't make you come all by yourself. That would be cruel. I have my friends.
But you only talk to me.
No, I could talk to any of them if I wanted to.
Then
Go
I guess we
ahead
all
and
have an
hand the
equal
medallion
change to
over
kill
to
you.
your cousin.
The next thing you'll see is the last light in your eyes. And I'm gonna stop talking. Can we like cut message? Like we're done with this. Like I'm out. I don't have nothing else to say to her. She's crazy.
You drop it on the ground.
Oh god, I'm down.
Did you
Oh my
hear it?
god. Ugh. I puke. No, I'm just kidding. I'm like, oh god, her brain. It's in my brain. I mean, she basically said she's making a whole bunch more trolls. She's gonna burn the entire city tonight. She said she was saying that we needed to come to her, or she was going to send all the new trolls she's made to burn the city to the ground.
She could be bluffing.
She could be bluffing. I don't know if she's made new trolls or not, but
Ooh, that's hard.
she specifically wanted to talk to you. And I look at Nora.
Well, we suspected as much.
So whatever happens, we can't let you touch that thing. I'm gonna pick up a piece. I'm gonna take a piece of cloth. I'm gonna pick it up with a piece of cloth, and I'm gonna
Wraps it up, ties it up.
puts it in my own side pouch. I'm like, you're not getting anywhere near this thing.
Yeah. Adriel, Jacob, Wyatt. After hearing this, they're like, so it's either we go out to this thing, or have the fight of our lives and die alongside all of these townspeople. Every single one. There's no way we can fight all of them. You've seen what it can do. You've seen just what one of those can do. Imagine if we had to deal with 3 or 4 simultaneously. Wyatt he pulls up his hood, his arms folding tighter. Against
She's
him, he's like,
she's
that was
known
rough.
she's known for being a trickster, and she's known for being deceptive. So there's a chance that she doesn't have any more trolls. There's a chance that she might only have 1 or 2 more, like the townspeople said. We've already killed 4 of them. They've never known more than 5 or 6 of them. So for all we know...
We're willing to take that chance, though. I mean, the entire city.
I wonder if there's a way we could evacuate all the people up to one place. That way they could all be clumped together.
But I mean, don't you think
fight.
that? I mean, we could take the whole.
If everybody's spread out in different places, at least the creatures have to go and search around. And Jacob kind of interjects, and he's like, I disagree. If everyone's in one location, they can pool their strength. All of a sudden, everyone can come together, band together, try and work as one unit.
DM, what time is it about?
By the time you did everything, it's probably around 1 o'clock.
I don't know if we should fight her tonight. Well, I guess we have to do it today. Fucking shit.
I mean, we have to do some kind of fight. Because even if we do go to her, she's still going to have her trolls there. So it's either we fight the trolls and her alone, or we include these people who don't know how to fight.
But sometimes there is strength in numbers.
Wyatt pipes up at this point. He says, some of the kids here are really young. I doubt they could wield a spear.
Well, I don't think we'd bring kids with us.
I wouldn't make them fight.
Will they have a choice? Based on what we saw from those things, it's not like they actually care.
No. We could ask some of the townspeople who want to volunteer to come.
And then the rest of them just try to stay here and hide as best they can, and we can just hope she doesn't send trolls here while we're there.
Well, she very well might.
But at the very least, if we were to defeat her and kill her, maybe if she stops controlling them, they might not. If we can defeat her quickly enough. And I'd much rather fight her during the daytime than the night. So if we were going to do this, we need to do this quickly.
We'll be playing right into her hands, but it seems like the best option is to go to her. As at least then no unnecessary deaths will occur. Well, no, that's the wrong thing to say. Ugh, I don't know. In the end, it has to be up to us.
Yeah, I mean, obviously.
Mackenzie
I mean, I've made up my mind. I mean, I'm going to go after her.
You're going to go out there?
I mean, would you rather fight here? And have her still, if she is able to create more? What if she just sends some of the trolls here and then they burn the city, kill all its people, and then she still has more out there? Because she's just able to make more and more. It'd be better to at least head it off as best we can.
Okay. Yeah, we probably have to go out to her. We should go with the plan. And lots of fire.
Yeah, we're going to have to find something that's...
Some oil, perhaps? We could take a torch and like...
An oil, yeah, for the trolls.
Mm-hmm.
I only have 1 bottle of this decay left. That seemed to work pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think Talel has any more.
We could try to ration... Oh. What if we dip the arrows in the decay from a distance?
Well, we said, I think Talel said it would only last about an hour.
Mm-hmm. Well, Adriel and Zoom could pick a position in the back and stay in the back. It just takes 1 hit.
But it takes time. Those creatures are large.
Oh, that's true. I forgot it's not instantaneous. It takes at least 1 round.
And we have to be able to prevent them from regenerating, too. And fire seemed to be the only thing that prevented it from regenerating other than absolutely incinerating it.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, I haven't asked yet.
All right, but I mean, we know that it works, so. All right. I guess we have to go out and end this. But
I think we should warn the village.
yeah, we should warn the
See
village.
if there is. I mean, should we bring anyone?
I mean,
Make Madison work super hard and literally kill everyone.
what's
Look at their face.
What's a couple more NPCs? I mean, we're not attached to these
Go
ones.
ahead, invite the NPCs.
Please, God,
I
don't.
dare you.
Don't do it.
Oh no. Then it's our fault if something happens.
Yeah, I don't want to bring any more. I think at the very least, they should keep what people they do have here in case she does send more trolls here as well. So that hopefully they have something that can help them. They took down one by themselves. Hopefully they can fend off for a while.
We should definitely warn them
Definitely.
before we leave. Sorry to drag you all into this. You all are more than welcome to
Leave.
stay or leave if you want.
Wyatt is actually the first one who pipes up at this, and he just kind of shakes his head and is like, we knew what we were getting into when we decided to travel with two sprite right fighters.
Nothing wrong with that.
Sprite right fighters. Oh god.
We are.
We got another bard.
Wait.
Kind of a smile, like, kind of partially curl onto the side of his mouth as he just kind of smirks at you. Jacob kind of, well, this is definitely far from the wine business that we were hoping to get started, but you know, maybe after this, maybe we can sell some of our trinkets and open up shop here. You know, everyone, after so much misery, drown it in a little booze. Take advantage of the situation, yeah, but hey, business is business, right?
Is wine flammable?
I mean, technically it's alcohol.
He sees the way both of you are looking at him and he's like, what?
Technically, isn't wine flammable?
I mean, kind of. Wyatt sees where you're going with this and he's like, you know, I've got a really powerful batch that hasn't completely filtered everything out yet. I mean, it'd be losing profit. And Jacob goes,
I'll gladly pay you for it. If it means getting rid of this.
We'll help you make a new batch.
Yeah, whatever it takes.
I'm so sorry to ask.
Wyatt, both of them, you can just see this almost defeated look
I'm
of like, our profits, but they. All right. We'll use the unfinished. It was gonna be so good. You can see he's already mourning the loss of it. Adriel.
Talking about that cherry lime because it was pretty good. That's hard.
Yeah, some of it is the cherry lime.
I didn't actually say that.
Adriel and Zoom both kind of just share this look, and they both kind of give a shrug, and they're like, this place is nice and all, but if this thing is going to be terrorizing the swamps, if this thing ever moves south, that's my strip of land. Can't have it terrorizing that now, can I?
That is true. Thank you all.
Zoom nods, and kind of bulks up a little as he ties his hair back into a little rough ponytail.
So cute. He's so adorable.
Okay.
At which point you hear
I was about, yeah.
Oh no! We were definitely not gonna bring that.
you see Jen come up And she's like, not that I was eavesdropping or anything, but
Not that I knew.
I'm definitely coming with you.
Oh God.
I was about to come ask you. Don't you
Yes.
have good NPCs? That we never insight check. Turns out they're evil.
Yeah, except for the little
Jin
girl.
a little disheartened, but she glances over her shoulder and she's like, I fibbed a little and said that I was getting water. I do have one thing I do want to say, as I don't know if Spice should come with us, and I don't know about Talo. He's running low on all of the vials, all of the potions, and a lot of what he's able to do is limited because of his injury. I don't want him getting hurt.
I nod. I'm like, no, I don't. I do not want that to happen.
And he's going to hate me for even suggesting this. We had a long discussion about it, and I told him I wasn't going to do anything too reckless, but going with a group, that doesn't really seem reckless now, does it? And glances back over her shoulder. She's like, I don't think we should leave him here, but I don't think they should come with us, if that makes any sense at all.
I don't know where else could they
If
go?
there's a way to maybe leave the horses in some location or something to help them hide. Maybe even keep them here, have them hide here.
We could ask. Well,
I hate the thought of leaving him behind. I don't want to leave him. It breaks my heart, but
we could formally introduce Arthur and Katie to them, since
I mean,
we haven't
do
told
you
them
think
yet.
Talel, if we were to attempt to leave him behind, he would probably attempt to follow us?
knowing him, he can be stubborn and headstrong that way.
I mean, we would literally have to sneak away.
There's not much he can do to stop us.
I mean, I'm not saying that there is a lot he can do, but I am saying that he could attempt to follow us and be caught down a road when a troll comes.
No, I don't think he's that.
I don't know.
reckless.
I'm just trying to think of a way that they can be safe, that they can be protected. I know what I can do in battle. He's trained as a soldier, and yes, he can do what he can. And he is strong, and he is brave, and he has so many wonderful things. You see, she's kind of getting choked up. She's like, I just can't lose him again.
Oh God, I'm gonna get choked up. Cut it out!
I'm so sorry.
Ah!
I could have chosen the ring of regeneration for my birthday present, but I chose I could have prevented this.
But it probably would have taken days anyways for him to regrow his wings.
Okay,
so it
probably.
wouldn't-
Okay,
It probably wouldn't have been.
No guilt. Still happy with my bracelets. bling, 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 bling.
Yeah, to regenerate a limb, it takes 1d6 plus 1 day, I think. Depending on the limb.
That rolled a fucking 6. 7 days.
Yeah.
And he's got to roll
Oh.
2 wings, so that'd probably been 12 days.
Well, it's just the one, I think.
No.
Yeah, it's just the top. It's just the top of one of them.
Just plucked it off.
And she.
Well, he only has half a wing. One of them is completely ripped off.
No, they plucked off the one that was healing and hadn't healed all the way. So
I
that's
thought
why it
they
broke
removed
halfway.
one of his wings.
It was only like the
No,
top
if he had healed any more, it probably would have removed the entire wing. But right now, he just has a nub, like a half on one side, and then he has his other 2, and then part of one side, and then he has the balancer essentially on the other side.
I mean, we could like tape the part that I saved, and then like ring regrow. But it's too late. I didn't choose that for my birthday present anyway. So, all right. Well,
Do you bring this up to her?
no.
Oh no, that was just us going back
Okay.
and
It's
forth.
not Nora's birthday. It's Mackenzie's birthday. Well, not anymore. Not anymore.
Oh God.
Officially not anymore, because it's midnight. Exactly where you are. Shoot. Okay.
Yes.
All right. I thought you were.
I was getting scared. And we end for tonight. Close shop.
Wait
Wait for my birthday, July 12th. All right, we need to get this going. It's already
all right,
getting
let's
late.
do it.
Is there anything? I don't want to leave him behind, but the way things are, I'm afraid something will happen.
But the issue is, if we do bring him in, say leave him with the horses, him and Spice, if something happens to us and we don't come back, that leaves him stranded in the middle of the woods.
And if we leave him here, he'll be stranded in the middle of a city with all of these people. There's no good solution to it. Sorry, just thinking out loud. He's probably wondering where I am. I'll get back. Let's see. He flies back.
Hark. At the very least, right now, we should go warn the townspeople.
Okay, yes, what we think about it. Let's go warn the townspeople.
I'll ride up.
All
All of us are going? Okay, that's fine. We'll all go.
I'll go.
everybody gets things together, and they.
I mean, I guess we gotta pack this shit up anyways.
You all ride out. You disperse. You begin talking with the right people. Just for kicks and giggles, just roll general charisma checks.
Okay, it's
21. Oh, it's a 19.
Yeah, but
It wasn't cocked.
it just landed by the edge. 25.
21.
25. Both of you managed to convey without raising complete panic about the events that transpired, and that essentially you guys intend to head it off at the pass.
I make sure that I specifically tell Jamin. I make sure that he knows so that he can tell people too.
Jamin.
Yeah, Jamin Saord. No. Yeah, Jamin. Okay, so you let him know, and he nods. And you want to send anybody to go with you?
In case
if you're gonna go out and kill this thing, I mean, should we send out our whole force?
Well, she threatened to burn this city to the ground, and I don't know if she has more. And I think it would be best if at least if you all stayed here. There might be a chance to save it.
It is very likely that we're walking into a trap.
As well, yes.
So no backup either.
I mean,
backup? I mean,
the townspeople have to stay here.
Not all of them. We would just take a couple.
I know, but technically the only ones that can fight are the 5 up here. I mean, you saw what one troll did to those people.
Fair enough. Okay. No, you all should stay here, because if you died, I would never forgive myself, as I'm probably being died myself. Alright.
I'm not gonna forgive myself if any of our people die. Much less NPCs that don't even know their names.
Alright.
I wish I could summon my wings.
He takes a second, and you see him disappears for a bit. It's gone for maybe 10 minutes. And he comes back, and he has a small pouch. And he comes up, and he just kind of hands it out, and he's like, we don't have a whole lot. This was the last of the store in the temple.
What is
They're rummaging through it and found it. And you open it up, and there are 3 healing potions.
Are you sure?
Greater healing potions.
Oh, I'm sorry, you said what?
3 greater healing potions.
That's the highest one.
Oh, shit.
No, Superior's the highest.
Oh.
I mean, but they're pretty good.
That's the middle one.
Because I have one medium one. Mm-hmm. So there's a regular, a medium, a greater, and a superior?
No, there is, like, easy, medium, and hard, essentially.
So
these are like the ones I have.
There's a regular, there's a greater, and there's a superior.
Okay, so then I have a greater. I put medium.
So is this... What's the healing for it?
44 plus 4.
Ooh.
44 plus 4.
44? What? What?
44 points. That would just heal me right up.
Me up all the way.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay, so now, so I already have one. So at
It's like,
least,
if you're going to go take care of this thing, you need to make sure that you stay on your feet.
thank you.
I will ask, if and when you get back, if you haven't used these, maybe give them back. Maybe.
I kind of
We'll
give
find
him.
a different way to report it. None of us know how to do any of this, and if our spellcasters are gone, if everybody's actually dead, I don't know what condition they're in, but if they're actually dead, then this is all we have.
A nod.
All right. Agreed. So
You all spread the rest of the word. People begin
Have you
going
never bought a
around.
healing potion?
I have one.
I mean, I think Wyatt needs one. When he gets fucked up, he gets fucked up pretty quick.
Yeah.
Obviously, Jin can't carry one.
Okay.
We should see if anybody else has any healing potions. If they already have one, we should give them out to people that don't have one.
Okay, fair enough. All right. So
Okay.
We're going back to.
We're gonna reconvene.
Everybody reconvenes. You already see people going from door to door to door, warning others of the possible onslaught that may happen. People are gathering. You do hear some children crying from inside, in the lower basements, but people are seeming to acknowledge what's going on or what could potentially happen.
And I'll ask.
You all gather up your things. You all didn't bring the sprites with you. They're still back at Arthur and Keys.
Once we're kind of back together, at least the group of us, I'm gonna ask, does anyone have healing potions? Nora and I.
Zoom, Adriel, Wyatt, and Jacob all.
Oh,
so that anime moment. They all just shake their heads no.
Okay, who has the lowest armor class? Zoom, Adriel, and Wyatt, motherfuckers. Damn it.
Probably.
Alright.
This is gonna be really hard.
I hand Jacob, Wyatt, Adriel, and Zoom all a healing potion. I no longer have one, but they don't know that. But I do.
They don't need to know that.
They don't need to know that.
Nobody needs.
You don't need to know that. You don't need to know that. None of you need to know that.
Okay. This is awful. This is not good. Okay.
And I'm gonna look at them and I'll be like, if we don't use these, we have to return them. One of them will be returned to me if we don't use it. But if I have to use it, then it is what it is.
Who has which? Like,
Everybody-
They're all the same.
Okay.
They're all greater. They're all the same because mine was a
They're
medium.
all greater healing potions.
Gotcha. Okay, so I guess we'll go talk to the sprites then.
I mean, we might as well talk to them as a group. I mean,
Yeah.
might as well dish it out the way we're gonna dish it out.
Okay, back to the sprites.
You all head back to Arthur and Katie's establishment. Right now, by the time you told everybody, by the time all of this happens, it's around 3 o'clock.
Alright, we need to get going.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really want it to get much darker than it already is.
Then again, Talav's the only one with a fire spell.
Yeah. But
Okay,
we
let's
have
see.
the torches and we have the alcohol.
Okay.
So hopefully that helps a little
What's
bit.
that? Not a mazel tov. Not a
Oh, it's you're talking about like a like we have vials. We can fill them up with alcohol, put a thing in it, and light it.
Mm-hmm.
What are those called?
Molotov.
Yeah,
I said mazel tov.
Mazel tov. Mazel tov.
Molotov. Okay. Yeah, I have 20 vials.
Okay.
Would that work?
I mean, that's fire damage.
If you light the cork on fire and then break it, it should like.
In theory. If you throw it and shoot it, it may burst into flame.
No. I mean, like, put a cloth in it, fill it with alcohol, put a cloth halfway in, halfway out, light that bitch on fire, throw it, and it just.
It could work. You never tried something like that before.
I mean, it's worth at least having with us.
Fair enough.
All right.
If we do a couple ahead of time, throwing one would be a bonus action, right? Because it's just a quick like.
I mean,
probably.
But would it be a bonus action to light and throw it?
Would it?
Yes.
It would.
Okay. Then I say everybody gets 5. Well, at least me, you, because we'll be the closest. Me, you, Jacob, and Wyatt shall get 5 each. And that way we're not just dumping alcohol out all over the place.
Okay, yeah. Okay. We each get...
As we're walking back, we're like thinking of this.
Yes. 5.
And we tell everybody, obviously.
They all seem to acknowledge this, and both Wyatt and Jacob both have to take this moment of pause, and they recognize that they're breaking into their own stores for stuff, but for the greater cause, and for that partial recognition, that subtle finger cross of maybe they'll remember us.
Once we get back, I promise I'll help you make more.
Yeah.
I say that to Wyatt.
He just nods and it's okay. It's okay.
I'll go up on the other side of Wyatt and be like, hey, it was delicious though.
It was. It was going to be so good.
Okay, so we're back. With the sprites. See if they figured anything out so we don't have to make the choice.
Alright. We walk in. Is everything on fire?
No. Seems like everything's good.
Alright, I guess I'm gonna walk over to the pouch. What they doing?
Currently, Talal is still teaching Spice. He's still going over different things, and Jen is you can see her hands are shaking a little bit, but she is still weaving what looks like now that you see it, it looks like a thicker mattress essentially for the bottom of the pouch, so it's more comfortable.
She hasn't told him.
God.
She's not gonna tell him.
Ah! That was Sophia, I'm sorry. Sophia's very frustrated with her NPCs right now.
No one's told Arthur and Katie yet.
Are you about to ditch my ass?
I'm gonna tell him about Talal and Spice.
I mean, I was about to go talk to Talal and Spice and Jen.
Okay, fine, I'll stay with you.
It's fine, if you want to ditch me, it's fine. I understand.
I've ditched you in the past, so I won't do it this time. Go ahead.
Alright, I'm just gonna walk up and be like, we need to
You guys were gone for about, Talal kind of gives you a smile and he's like, yo, we're gone for quite a while. Is everything alright?
I think that we should discuss future plans. If you're not too busy.
No, Spice, you keep studying.
I kind of make eye contact with Jen like, you kind of suck right now.
She's not making eye contact. She's not making eye contact. You can see she stops weaving and her hands just clasp the edges.
I'm giving her the stank eye.
She feels it.
I'm gonna kind of like wave Talal away from Spice. Like, just walk over here.
Looks confused, and I mean the table isn't a very big one. So.
Okay, I'm gonna reach out my hand. I'll be like, would you mind if we talked over here for a moment, please?
Is everything all right? You're acting odd.
Oh man, this is rough. I just have some things that I want to talk to you about.
He folds his arms and it's like, I mean, if you have something to say, you can say it in front of both of us and won't take offense.
Are you talking about Jen or Spice? Because I'd rather talk to you and Jen, but Jen seems to be busy.
Now I know something's going on. I'm not that daft. What's going on?
We're going out into the woods to fight Gremilda, the hag who's been terrorizing this village.
Alright. Are we leaving now?
Yes.
Some of us are.
Some of us who's staying.
Well, currently, since some of us don't, you three are staying. If she don't got the balls to say something to him, she's staying too.
Jen at this point stops and just whips around, just gives you the dirtiest look, and she's like, gives you this look, and she's like,
I didn't say that. I'm just like, currently all three of you are staying.
there's no way I'm staying here. She's like, you all need all the power that you can get. If you're actually going to be fighting something, Tello nods. I agree.
And I would prefer if the three of you got out of town.
Got out of town?
Like,
You
left. Because I don't feel safe leaving you in this town. But I don't feel safe bringing you either. And if she's after the two of us, she could be after more of us.
Tello takes this moment. You see, he actually undoes his shirt on his arm.
Oh, come on!
He's like, do you realize what this is?
Oh, he's pulling that
I'm
card.
on the card!
Shoot.
Pull the fucking card!
He's like, I owe you. I owe you everything that I have, essentially.
We're thinking about
I owe all of you for risking your lives, for putting my needs above your own, and dealing with things that, frankly, you didn't need to get involved with. And as you still have your word that you're going to help, and you've kept to it, and it's only fair that I keep to mine.
But I also have to think about Spice and Jin, and who's going to protect them as well. Ooh, that didn't sound right. Oh, I didn't like the way that came out. Oh, man, fuck. That really came out really way what I didn't want.
Can we?
Yeah. I wish I could just... Can I just take that back? What?
Jen kind of looks at you like we can take care of ourselves, but she goes over and she Tello's just kind of looking at you like what on earth is going on? Arm, wrist, kind of everything's still kind of unbuttoned. She pulls him over and she's like, I am worried about you going into combat, and I didn't want to bring anything up. I was hoping they would just come and say they needed to see me, and we just go outside. And just gives her this confused look. What?
Oh, no.
And she's like,
Oh, God.
Couple fight.
she's like,
This is gonna be really bad.
you are hurt. You are still injured, and
no.
I don't want you to get hurt by going out and I lost you the first time, and I can't lose you again. She just starts.
Oh, God, no tears.
He looks confused, and he looks
Oh.
a little bit frustrated. And folds his arms harshly. You can see where his wings tighten against his back, even harder than they usually are.
I didn't say anything about his wings, okay? That wasn't me. That was her. He can't hate me for that. That was Sophia. Oh, God.
I mean, he doesn't say anything as she's just kind of standing there crying. And she's like, I'm like, I don't want, we have to be able to handle this problem so that we can go on and we can go save everybody else. We need to move on from this place if we're going to get her back to her family, if we're going to figure out what's going on with our people. And if you came with us, you want to go into the fight. I know you because you're wonderful like that. And she's just kind of just spilling everything. She's like, I wasn't sure how to bring it in, and I've been worried ever since then because you haven't actually talked a whole lot about it. And he just kind of.
Me and Nora just kind of standing there awkwardly like, oh, God.
He still isn't saying anything. It's that cold harshness that you've actually seen him take once before, when delivering the poison to your friendly neighborhood Spindly.
God.
That same frigidness.
God, I'm literally sweating my eyes out.
This is
And she's just like, I want to help keep you safe because I know you do the exact same thing for me, and then I hoped that you could just stay here and be safe, and that if something even happened to me or any of us, that you'd be able to take care of Spice and
No, don't roll.
No, roll for it. What are you rolling
he he walks past her into the bag. She just begins sobbing, just collapses onto her knees and just starts sobbing.
I pull out like a rag. Just like, oh my God. No, okay. I have to put it back. Bro, if he's as dramatic as she is, remember the alternate universe that happened? I'm just saying, man.
That was awful.
That was terrible. Why does she keep rolling? God, make a decision. You are the NPC. Make your own decisions. Or let me roll for. No, I'm just kidding. Don't make. I'm not doing that.
It's cocked.
I don't like this.
After a few minutes of she's just sitting there collapsed, sobbing. Eventually he comes back out, but he's wearing his armor, and he's wearing the belt, that has the pack on the back.
Okay, you know.
And he comes up behind her and kneels and clasps her on either side of her shoulders, just kind of embracing her from behind. Immediately she just turns and throws herself into his arms, still sobbing.
Talavin is just like, oh my God, I cannot.
Their love is eternal.
Yeah, eternal. Their love's eternal, but if they die, it's on me. I have to live with that for eternity.
Just don't let them die. Okay, hang on.
Okay, I won't.
Let's see what they do.
After a second, he kind of pushes her away, and he's just looking at her and he's like, I'm still upset with you for not talking with me about this first. And he's actually speaking in Sylvan.
Fuck.
Sorry. It's a speaking and it's a native tongue thing. It's a natural native tongue thing. Gives her a stern look, and he's like, "We're going to have a conversation about this later."
Oh.
But I owe a debt. I owe you a debt. And I made a promise.
I don't understand this. I don't know why you're looking at me. I don't understand shit.
No, I'm looking because you're eating your pen. He tucks the hair behind her ear, and in common he said, "What do you think would happen if I lost you? I'd rather fall in battle than have that happen again."
What the hell do you think she's going to do if she loses you, fool? That was Sophia. I'm sorry.
Calm this. Let's just listen.
And he looks and just like their eyes are just locked.
I'm kind of like looking at the floor at this point.
He pulls out a handkerchief and he brushes her face again with the handkerchief. He's like, "I forgive you. You shouldn't go into battle angry. We will have a discussion about this later, because we're going to make it out of this. We're going to be alright." He bumps his forehead against hers, and she just choke another choked sob. And he leans down and he kisses her. I forgive you. And he kind of tugs on the lobe of her ear. He's like, don't go behind my back like that again. And she just wipes her.
Oh, God.
Like, he looks, straightens himself up and stands, even though she's still kind of sitting there kneeling. He looks and is like, well, I believe I actually should ask permission to accompany all of you. May I come?
Yes. Let's go.
What about Spice? What about Spice? She cannot come under any circumstance.
She has to. We can't leave her here alone. Let's just go. Let's just go. I'm gonna go talk to Arthur and Katie.
Go ahead.
You go upstairs and you knock on the door, and Katie comes to the door. You kind of block the relative view from everything that's happening behind, and you walk in. She acknowledges that you guys are getting ready to leave, and she's just be really careful, okay?
We'll be as careful as we can. Hopefully, we all make it back.
Thank you. Don't know if anyone's told you that yet, but really thank you.
Can't leave you here. In these situations, we just can't walk away.
I'm trying to get my dice ready to behave.
Okay. Well, we're off, so
Trying to psych
if
myself.
I don't see you, take care. But I hope I see you.
May the Wild Mother bless you. And she gives a swift bow, and you guys head out.
Okay.
I think I want to keep the pouch on Warrior, because at least he could fly away, if possible.
Fair enough.
I'll ask Talel who he wants to ride with, but I guess I'll ask them who they want to ride with. I assume they're keeping Spice with us then?
We have
Nods. So we're not going to leave her.
No.
At the very least, she can stay with the horses.
If something was to happen,
You look,
at least warn her and let her know she needs to get away. Just
you can see she's peeking on the side of the bag.
just in case.
She gives a nod. And Talel looks back to Jin, and he's like, do you want to apologize for putting them in an awkward situation? And she is.
I blush crimson red. I'm like, I'm so embarrassed that I got caught in a whole huge ass lie.
And she's like, I'm not sorry for wanting to protect you. He's like, no, you don't have to be sorry about that. But you did ask them to do a very difficult thing that you should have been doing yourself. And he's like, you know better than that.
Ooh.
She
Gobble
gives him the stink eye. After a moment, he smiles, and she just rolls her eyes. And
You said she gave him the
partially
stink
swipes
eye?
on his shoulder. Yeah, just looks at him and shakes her head, and she's like, I'm sorry I asked all of you to consider something that should have been a joint decision between Talal and myself. And I'm not sorry about trying to protect you.
I'm not sorry about that either.
Both of them nod. And he's like, he looks to both of you. He's like, it's not going to be odd for me coming with you, is it?
No.
No.
Good.
Alright.
Let's go.
Who would you like to go with?
Looks like, we have been riding with Zoom, but in case of an emergency, it might be a wiser decision to stay with Warrior.
Alright. Well, let's go.
You all pack everything up. Medallion, an amulet.
In my pocket.
In your pocket. Yeah. Amulet on your person. As you all walk down the cobblestone streets. You actually don't know which direction. You actually have to pull out the...
Yeah, I'm gonna now. Now that I
Gandalf,
thought we were still packing it. Alright. Oh, I don't know how to, like, activate it, though. Do I have to touch it with my hands again?
Yeah. It should just tell you which way you have to go.
It's not gonna, like, immediately cast message or something, like, where I'm gonna have to hear her creepy-ass voice again, is it?
It might.
Fuck!
I don't know.
Fine.
You have to touch it. Alright, let's go.
Plop it in my hand.
You feel that same cold clamminess, that energy seep into your fingers as you clasp onto it and you begin thinking, trying to find that witch.
That hag. I don't think witch.
That
She's a
hag.
hag.
Not worthy of
find
the
that
title
hag.
witch.
And as you all ride out, you sense the energy begin pulling in a very particular direction. Southeast. Or southwest, sorry.
But that's the direction
And
we're
with
going.
that, you
Well, I thought she was about to be
Head
like,
off.
and for then that's the end
I
tonight.
thought so too.
But we do need to because we only have 5 minutes left.
in a straight line, you all begin heading off along the least treacherous path.
Oh,
to
it is the
find
least treacherous path.
Gremilda.
Okay.
We can't end.
Yeah, we're not ending,
Please no.
but we do have to reset.
Please no.
And this is where we're ending for
Hey,
tonight.
no, we're not.